Alright, sorry about that, guys. Part 2. I had to move different fucking sites because people are fucking thinking that this is a goddamn loop. I don't fucking know. So, the camp host comes over, says that the leads have to be 25 fucking feet. Not 25 feet, 8 feet. We were like, okay, we didn't know that. We weren't sure about that because we tried looking online and we couldn't find anything. You know, that's what we said. And then he's like, all right, yeah, whatever. Walks off. Or because he followed my mom and my brother back. And my mom's saying, that's it. We're not coming here anymore. Fuck it. Fuck this place. And my mom's, as he's walking off, my mom's like, I'm going to be calling the fucking Brown County Park System or whatever the fuck it's called. And letting them know that the camp hosts at Bay Shore are a bunch of fucking idiots and they don't know how to do their job. And they need to let you guys go. He's like, that's fine. Goes to show he doesn't give a fuck about his job. I mean, I don't, but I still do because I like having money. But, so then the park ranger shows the fuck up. The same fucking prick that I was telling you guys about, I think in a previous video from up here this weekend. And so he should pulls up right at the entrance of our fucking site. You know, he parks there, whatever. He's like, hey guys, how's it going? You know, what's going on? Can I, at least catch you guys at the side of this story so I know what the fuck's what's going on. He didn't swear or nothing, but, so he knows what the fuck's going on. And he's, my mom and dad are telling everything. And my brother's got his input. And I go in the camper with the one dog because he's a little crazy around, people that he doesn't know or hasn't seen in a while. So I go in the camper with him to try to calm him down and yada, yada, yada. And then they tell the park ranger, I didn't catch his name, what was all going on. These idiots are, breaking park rules and county rules. And because Bay Shore, I know for 2 rules that you cannot pull into sites unless if it's a drive-through site like site 3 and site 62. And you have to pull back in if it's just the regular site, if it's not a drive-through site. Which, I agree with that one. And walking through people's sites, I agree with that too, because that's technically invasion of privacy. That's technically invasion of privacy right there, man. And so then they do deal with that, and I watch him leave. I'm watching him through the windows of the camper, and I see him leave, and I go up to the window that's by the stove and the sink, but which is between the cabinet that's next to the left of the stove. So if you're looking at the sink and the stove, the cabinet between the table and the stove, it's there. Then between that cabinet and the door, there's a window, and that window is open because it's under the awning. And I was like, can I come back out with Dobie now? Because that's the dog I had to go in with, is Dobie. And I was like, he's going, they're like, why? And I was like, he's going AWOL in here. You know, because we rescued him from a bad home. And he's got to be around my mom if she's home. Otherwise, he's just going to sit there and bark. So then we come back out. Nothing gets said for the rest of the fucking night. Well, from the park host and the park ranger. You know, at least this time he wasn't a fucking dick. From what I've heard from him talking, but you know, and you know, and he wasn't being a dick the last time. He was just asking if we could turn the music down. I was like, yeah, no problem. You know, I wasn't trying to start shit. It's just before 10 fucking p.m. and we can be loud in it between 8 and 10. That's another rule we follow. Like I'm saying, these camp hosts need to get the fuck out of here because they don't enforce rules. So then, now that they're fucking watching us and these two fucking idiots on both sides of us, I should have told the park ranger, I should have said, no offense towards you or the park hosts or anything, but they don't enforce shit. And I mean, you maybe, because I haven't really had to deal with you for other than this weekend because I haven't seen you before, you know, this year. He's like, yeah, no offense taken. It's just, I agree with you. You know, these park hosts don't do shit or whatever, let's say. But yeah, I totally agree. They don't enforce shit. They just let shit slide. You know, that's the thing. They allow non-quiet time between 8 and 10. And that time you are allowed to set up or break down, you know, but you have to be out of here before 3, you know, on your last day. So then they can fucking have the site ready, or the site can be ready for the next person, which I agree with. But, you know, they don't enforce shit unless that they fucking catch it and it's close enough. You know, it's gonna get to the fucking point that we're gonna have to go either we're gonna have to keep staying in the further side of the loop that we're in, or stay in the back loop. Because like I said, I think my mom's gonna fucking call when we get home about them and say, hey, these people gotta go. They ain't doing their jobs right. They're gonna ask, well, why? What they're doing wrong? They're letting people fucking pull campers in the sites that the rule says that they have to back them in. Letting vehicles parked all over the place, driving through other people's sites, walking through other people's sites, which is another rule at Bay Shore. Camp hosts don't have, or the rules, one of the rules that are for every campground, I guess, is it posted on Bay Shore saying that leads need to be 8 feet, and they don't enforce that when people don't have their dogs on leashes or on cables. Even, you know, the reason why I say leashes is when they are walking them. They don't stop them. They say they do, but they don't. Trust me, I could have enough fucking video evidence on these idiots to have them fucking banned and fired from this part. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna skedaddle on out of here. And I wanted to finish that fucking video because people keep driving in that fucking site I was in. So I'll see you guys in the next video, which I'm hoping to get out and do one before we leave tomorrow. So, but for other than, you know, until the next video, I'll see you guys till then.